Access granted. And we're now live with a new transition.
Oh, that's a fun transition.
I know, right? I'm still working on new intros, but they're not quite ready yet.
Look. Hexagons are the best of guns. This is fact, and I'm here for it.
I know. I'm quite fond of it. I made that myself.
I don't know who quoted that first, but shout out to CGP Grey for enlightening me all those years ago in the before times.
Well, speaking of before times, as per before, let's get the intros out of the way. I'm Sam.
I'm Jess.
We're the Genderati, and we're back after an intermission. We were going to be doing a movie, but one, I haven't finished it yet, and two, I think you've started it.
To me. I haven't even downloaded it, honey. But also, there was a whole bunch of you really weren't selling it to me. You're like, I'm so mad and blah blah. I don't know if you know what the fucking movie is. I haven't clicked the magnet link. I haven't done the things. I've been
all good.
Otherwise occupied.
Entirely fine.
Occupado. But you tell me it's like a long ass movie, and I'm gonna be mad about it. And
it's not. It's taken me so long because I kept getting distracted by my notes, and I have the ability to pause.
Oh. Yeah, no, that tracks. Because last time, trying to take notes, everyone, in the cinema.
Hard.
Tabs, right. In the dark, and that was when I realized I'm partially night blind. That's how I figured that out. It's great.
Well, the night blindness will certainly benefit from fireworks, which were patriotically on display as a result of Liberty Day.
I believe we saw some of those on Liberty Day for the very, very quick run mission we did.
No, we didn't see the fireworks because these were on display above Super Earth.
Oh.
So if you look, you will notice in the corner there is some mild fireworks there going on, actually over Super Earth. If you moved your ship there, not that I knew, otherwise I would have done it. And some lovely fireworks. You can see some there, and some there, and there. And
people have like lovely names for their ships, like the SES Dawn of Redemption and all that stuff. I'm surprised. Look, mine is the Queen of Audacity.
I'm really still fond of mine as well, which is Triumph of Pride. Yours does suit you, though.
I mean, yeah. I'm like, nah, the sass on this bitch. She's got Yeah, look.
A lot of people doing the celebration poses.
Look,
there's more.
I quite like the What? Hang on.
Got another cadet killed, you just assaulted an officer, Sergeant. I'll do it again.
People are getting good with this.
A cadet. Got us killed for what? How many more cadets, huh? As many as it takes. Helldivers die, Sergeant. It's what we do. And for such a cause as this, one would be honored to fall as that brave cadet did. One would be honored to fall just as he did. That cadet died for
loving the Helldivers shit these days.
He now immortalized in the righteous fight for freedom and managed democracy. An honor all Helldivers aspire to.
But that's not even the best stuff. We have the Liberty Day, and we got a cape for it. We participated in earning the cape.
Participation cape.
Yes. And there's someone making a movie.
For democracy!
Hang on, are we going machinimation again?
Yeah, it seems to be back.
Listen up, valiant Helldivers. You all think you're ready? You might.
I'm here for this.
All over again with Helldivers.
I'm here for this so bad.
Some of you all might even make it out this time. This isn't a training exercise. This is the real deal. Get out there and dispense liberty with extreme prejudice.
Helldiver reporting to the front! Starting to think this is a terrible idea.
For democracy!
It's a terrible idea. No shit.
Who is that?
That's the whole
Call him
point.
the veteran.
He's lasted longer than any other Helldiver I know.
And how long is that?
9 patriotic minutes.
Sweet liberty.
Because the average Helldiver is alive for 4.5 minutes in battle,
Man, I thought we were
according to the
friends.
official
Never
law.
said we were friends.
Freedom is non-negotiable.
Right. It's pretty accurate. Trying like an actual hard setting difficulty.
Helldivers, you are our
I'm so looking
only
forward to
hope.
this coming up later this month.
Are you ready?
I'm doing my part for Super Earth.
I'm doing my part. Yeah, okay. Starship Troopers.
Democracy.
It's gonna be good. Absolutely looking forward to that one.
I want to know how they're animating it. If they are actually just using the game itself, or
Oh,
if
they're probably
like-
cutting a lot of game footage and then animating sections around it. There's all the usual machinima type tricks. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because I know as well that like I believe Bungie gave the Rooster Teeth
Yeah.
folks
permission-
they
they-
actually gave them tools.
Yeah, they did get some
In,
tools
like-
at certain points. Yeah.
Yeah, at like later in the franchise, circa Halo 3.
I think so, because then that was about the time the models
Yeah.
started to become very much the real models.
Yeah.
But yeah, speaking of real, the payment's gonna still be real. Yay, he still owes money. Love that.
Hang on. Trump must pay. Yeah.
He's trying to avoid it, but, you know.
Gene Carroll.
It's gonna keep happening. Just because he's the president doesn't mean he's not gonna have to pay his bill one day. Looking forward to that day.
I'm calling it in advance. He ain't gonna pay shit. He's
Ah,
not gonna pay.
we'll see. We'll see.
Although, you know, if you get enough money from defrauding the government, maybe you can probably. Pay your bills.
But this happened.
Follow us, we can contact Metro PD and they can come to you. If that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do.
He was following him around for a while.
So far, that was handled so far to this point and no further. Okay-ish. The whole, we can get the police involved. But also,
Oh, but Jess,
is it
He got
harassment
arrested.
or anything like that? Of course he did. I know he did. But like,
but he is already out. And the lawsuit for violating his First Amendment rights is underway. The ACLU is suing for him, not paying a dime to get it. And the best bit is he's suing the individuals, not the reserve, which means National Guard, which means that they have to defend themselves individually, and are not going to get government help with that. So,
jury trial demanded.
not even the most interesting trial in this news pile.
Jesus.
By the way, I have not got a decent place to put this, but yeah, one, Albania has an AI avatar minister and I'm not sure if I how to call it a parliament or whatever, in a cabinet maybe. It's just a thing. But the PM has announced that the AI avatar minister is pregnant.
Coming from
Yeah.
a human-controlled AI human-controlled avatar of a cat girl on the internet. What the actual fuck?
Yeah. I don't understand, and I do not know enough Albanian to know. I'm sure that at some point when this becomes weirder, I will pick up more. But right now, this just crept into the pile, and I'm just like, I need to mention this or it's going to drive me insane. Did you know they made an actual official trans Blaha?
Yeah, Behu Blowhigh.
Did not know this was a real thing. I found out that this was actually a thing.
I think
You
there's a
already
few
knew.
different versions.
Cool.
That's a cool. Of course I did. I mean, come on. Like,
And it was sent to it was sent to clinics across Canada.
oh, that's nice. Oh, actually, okay. I just realized that I'm pretty sure like the Bayou is like a New Orleans thing, but BU compound word. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
clever. I missed that one. I've missed that every time until right now, and I'm like, yeah, see.
Yep. Speaking of,
Yeah.
Halloween. I have an entire costume comparison section for later, not now. Doesn't fit in this one.
Okay. Yeah, look,
There are some
I
good
mean,
costumes. I'm quite impressed
America
with the
doesn't fuck
specter of
around
communism and the Freudian slip. Two very clever costumes. And the guy that threw the shoe at George Bush retweeting someone's shoe being thrown at George Bush costume, very cool.
God. Like,
I love that he's
I-
active on Twitter. It's great. But yeah, so this guy's house got photobomb, and everyone was just kind of like, yeah, you know, ooh, that's cool. Not gonna say that one out loud, but thank you. But yeah, so that
look,
house was actually
I get you.
the same way last year. They go all out. I'm impressed. But yeah, Americans do
Look,
Halloween pretty
I'm-
big. We're gonna have a lot more Halloween stuff for next time, though.
Yeah, I must admit, like we did Halloween here because my girls were like, oh, we have to go to Halloween, and I'm like, grab some costumes then from the costume box because I'm not like I ain't buying new costumes for this shit. And they're like, oh, but like I'm like, yeah, no, and they end up with like costumes they're very happy with because they actually have like we bought them a number of costumes over the years in large sizes. They're good. They are good, everyone. I'm not just being stingy. Here. I'm
Speaking
broke.
of,
It's different.
yeah. So
We were running around in the rain and there was hardly any lights, but we still ended up with 2 buckets full of candy and 2 very happy girls. And I'm
that's a
like,
good haul.
look, I guess the skill counts.
But yeah, so Bjorn Andresen died recently. Now this is somewhat problematic as the reference photo, because of the fact that it kind of led to him being. I don't know enough to comment, but it's not. Yeah, not great. But I didn't know that this person hit Japan like a fucking meteor. Because I don't know if you've ever realized, yes, why all of the anime of that era kind of looks the same for pretty boys. Well, now you do.
I'm familiar of the of the style, and here we are.
I assumed it was just a
see
style.
that.
I did not
Yeah,
realize it was
no.
all based on him.
That's pretty nuts.
Yeah.
Look. A little bit objectifying, but hey.
Oh, very much. And that was kind of the point of the film. But
Yeah.
what's interesting, though, is that dude still looks good in his old age, and everyone stuck to the kid photos. And I'm like, you know what?
Okay,
No.
Gandalf.
I just
like-
wanted to shout out how good he looked in his old age.
I look, even with the gold trim on the whatever the hell shirt he's wearing there and the collar, I'm like, fucking, you must be one of the, was it the Aina or the Aina? I can't pronounce the Silmarillion names. They're fucking hard, okay? But like one of the other wizards that happen to be with Gandalf and Radagast and fucking
Yeah.
Saruman. Like I'm like, this is the other dude who happened to wear leather jackets and be a badass somewhere on the coast, maybe. I don't know.
Either way, he's still
Dude's
looked
doing
fantastic
good.
in his old age. And you know what? I
Yeah.
wanted to highlight the photo of him, not as an exploited teen actor. So yeah.
Yeah, nice.
The Green Party has continued to steamroll in the UK. They added over 25,000, so 26 odd thousand members in 1 week, reaching 150,000.
Look,
They now
if I could
have
vote
the
over
second.
there, I would.
Yeah, I believe they actually now have more members in their rank and file party membership than the Conservative Party. So yeah, they're still.
I'm sorry, what now?
Yeah, I know. Turns out most people don't actually join the Tory party, they just vote for them. I know, right? Turns out people giving a shit actually changes things. I know, right? It's amazing.
And the thing is, I imagine you
But yeah,
join the
so,
party, small donation, etc., etc., etc. Boom, elections.
By the way, I saw this one again. It's another random one, but I'm like, yes, this is 4% of the world's airships. Right here. Sergey Brin owns 4% of the world's airships. He owns this. But if you say someone owns 4% of the entire world's stuff of anything, it sounds like crazy until you point out that it's no, there's only one. That's it. He just has the one.
Yep,
There just
he
aren't
has
a lot of
one,
big
and-
airships.
I mean,
It's just
they're
kind
a
of
little
funny.
bit- Yeah.
Look, this is the kind of shit that I don't mind billionaires doing. Because there's a whole team of people whose job is to make sure that this actually, like, works and is a thing. And I'm like, you know what? They get to have a fun job. They get to work on an airship, and they want to do that. Fuck that. You know, burn money on this shit. I'm fine with that.
Like, I'm just having a quick comparison with that airship and the Hindenburg, and I'm like, they look very similar.
Yeah, they
They've
do.
changed a lot.
No, they really haven't. It's kind of like airplanes are the same. But, yeah, no, speaking of not changing a lot, yeah, Christmas keeps coming earlier, and I'm kind of sick of it.
I mentioned this as well the other day because like there was Christmas shit in the shops, and I'm like, the fucking Halloween like
It wasn't even,
Halloween hasn't
it was
even
before
finished yet.
Halloween. It was 25th of October.
Yeah, I know that I put like Tonberry. I know that I put hydrogen in airships anymore. It worked really horribly that one time, and probably every other time.
Well, look, you can do it safely, actually. You just need to be sensible about how you do it. I stand the hydrogen airship provided it's built safely, the same way I stand the RBMK reactor if built and maintained safely.
The what reactor?
The one that Chernobyl was.
Oh,
As long as you're not an idiot and light it on fire, your airship is fine. As long as you're not an idiot and deliberately fuck up your reactor is fine.
I think I watched a little bit of the Chernobyl movie or series on it. Like, it was a dramedy, I think it was, and oh, it's not dramedy. It'd be like a drama, docudrama, or whatever it was. Like, not full drama, not full documentary. And I'm like, oh, I see where they fucked up big time.
Yeah.
repeatedly.
Yeah.
That's how you get Chernobyl.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, no, this is a fun little weird quirk. So yeah, that's the head of the Assyrian Church of the East, giving Pope Leo a Cubs jersey. Now, what's funny is one, he's a Sox fan, not a Cubs fan. Two, that the head of the Assyrian Church of the East is basically the Assyrian Church of the East's Pope. So that is like Assyrian Pope giving Roman Catholic Pope the wrong home team sports jersey because they're both from fucking Chicago.
Wait, no, what?
Yes.
He knew. Fuck off. No, he knew.
He did. It is deliberate, yes. This is them having joke time. This is Pope making a joke to Pope.
Yeah, Pope joke time.
Yes. I love it. It's
Pope
so
on
fucking great.
Pope on Pope joke time. Let's go.
Seriously,
Yeah, the
it's
Pope
fucking
joke wars
fantastic.
starting now.
Absolutely fucking fantastic.
Fuck.
Now, there's an audio warning for this because it's kind of a bit loud by way of volume.
Enthusiastic.
Yeah. Now, here's the kicker. So, Bao said this, and it kind of went viral. And then, well, I'll make the joke after you hear the audio.
Oh god.
I need to be free! I need to be free!
And they made it about bread.
Look, I don't think I've ever said those words in that particular way before.
Here's the funny part, Jess. Within days of this happening, she did not in fact get bread. She shat the bed, and her social profile has gone through quite the mess since. Not literally, metaphorically speaking.
So this was done for meme value and it backfired.
Someone clipped her and then did an edit. And yeah, this was not intentional on her part. Unlike the attempted engagement farming that backfired when one of Japan's largest art platforms decided to post in English for the first time ever, pointing out that this is how we work. You should know that if you use our website. Right after she posted a comment saying that she hated the website. Yeah, and had used it to do a thing. Basically, she really royally fucked herself over as a VTuber a bit there, which was pretty impressive. So, yeah, VTuber drama time coming straight after this goes viral was pretty surprising last week.
Fair enough.
I don't even have time to cover the 1,000-page dossier someone dropped as a counter-argument.
Well, actually, no, I'm not looking forward to drama. Life is already dramatic enough as it is.
Well, then let's keep getting through it.
I'm kind of like, look. I got a sassy mouth and a VTuber avatar. Shit's gonna happen.
God, can you imagine how much of a sassy... Like Derek Guy does not need the avatar, he has enough sass. Because seriously, this line fucking killed me. The Andrew formerly known as Prince. Absolutely fucking killed me.
Now you can sass the former prince and be like, wait,
yes!
Hey, you nonce. Now, like...
Speaking of, he did this again. He put candy on a kid's head last year. By last time he was doing this, so 4 years ago. But he did it again. It's like, if I had $1 for every time the president put candy on a kid's head, the fact that I would have $2 is weird.
Yeah.
Right?
It is weird. It's...
The edits were pretty funny.
Yeah, I'm,
So there was a hurricane.
Okay. Thank you for the hard left turn there, Sam. Straight from presidents to also hurricane. I'm like, why?
I didn't have a lot of Trump there. Don't worry.
No.
I told you this is going to be mostly good.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, Hurricane Melissa, they're going to retire the fuck out of that name, because that's what they do when they're really bad. Yeah, so Hurricane Melissa had the most circular eye wall they had ever seen. Yeah, that is... Most hurricanes are not that circular. And this one, really, really, really strong.
Eye wall enveloped lightning.
Yeah. And,
the vertical stadium effect.
Mm-hmm. You can literally see how perfectly tight... It's like a tornado. Perfectly circular in there. Ironically enough, the strength of that... Some of the footage actually implies the existence of 5 mini tornadoes circling the eye. Something we've only previously seen on the great storm that circles Saturn's poles. Yep.
Now, I believe this is a Family Guy reference or American Dad. It was like, damn nature, you scary.
Oh, yeah, damn nature, you scary. But, damn nature, you fucking gorgeous.
I mean, look, yes, but also scary. Scary gorgeous? Scary gorgeous.
That is a shot taken from a hurricane hunter that is flying inside that spinning circle.
I like being alive too much to want to do that. They just said that hurricane, fucking lightning, and like, no.
There is just so much gorgeous footage of this that it is just truly...
I mean...
just truly spectacular stuff.
How does it work? If you just fly above the hurricane and then plop down into the...
Oh, you are not flying above this, Jess. That is twice the height of Mount Everest. And then a bit taller.
I mean...
They fly through it. I know, right?
Legitimately nuts, no.
I was watching the flights go in and out. They were literally being live tracked online by people, and
Gross. I hate everything about this. Yep, that's coming
This
from
is
the wall
just-
of a hurricane. I hate this.
It's just, this is some
mean-
like, you exit into the majestic valley out of a movie kind of footage right here.
Yeah. You need like the Jurassic Park theme song. Da 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 da. Like, and be like, yeah, nope, there's a T-Rex in the eye of the hurricane and it's shot. But like, Jesus.
Look at that.
Please tell me that, like, what, top of the hurricane, the fluffy bit of the hurricane is a little bit less choppy, maybe? Hurricane?
Yeah, look,
warm the hurricane
it's
up top?
good while they're in there. But, you know,
Yeah, but they
it's,
came through
it's a
the other
hurricane,
bit.
you know. They know what they're doing. They're not flying a jet, which is a major part of it, because it means they've got more control.
I know, yeah, because it means you can, if you fall, you glide.
Yeah.
Sorta.
But yeah, no, the storm warnings were pretty nasty as well. Actually, yeah, stuff like stuff you saw for Katrina kind of level nasty sounding. Within the eye wall, total structural failure is likely.
Especially in high elevation areas where wind speeds atop of on the world or windward sides of the hills and mountains could be 30% stronger.
By the way, here's some footage of what it's like on one of those planes.
Given that, like, you knew what you were doing when you got onto that plane. The plane lost 500 feet instantly upon entering the eye.
Yeah, we saw a couple of drops like that during this one.
Oh my god.
Like this one here, where it dropped 600 to 700 feet.
Up and down? Hang on, what now? Hang on, they dropped and then popped back up again?
Yeah.
So they
Bang,
bounced
bang.
the fuck.
Yes. Yes. Everyone was tracking this. It was pretty impressive.
How do you bounce? Oh, the old hurricane bounce.
A little bit, yeah. But seriously, people were tracking
Totally
this the
normal
whole time
hurricane
because of
bounce.
how crazy the wet, like, because it was such an insanely perfect storm and everyone had sort of been picked up on the footage. Yeah.
And also the insanely insane people
It,
like,
it also it also happened to pop out the other side and immediately become a Category 4 hurricane again. They don't normally do that unless they're angry.
So, reorganized. Hang on, so when it hits ground, it hits landfall.
Dissipates power very rapidly. You can kind of see right at the start there that it's almost not a full hurricane as it leaves the actual island. But then as soon as it hit that warm water, it was like, bam, back up.
And big angry again and circular, and everyone's like, "I'm sorry, what?"
Yeah, it hit Cuba
Damn,
as a
nature's
Category
scary.
4.
Mm.
Category 5 all the way across, and then Category 4 on the next island. They were worried it might get all the way back to a Category 5 again. It didn't, though. But yeah, some of the most gorgeous footage is here. Just the wall of fluffy clouds.
The floofy.
And they just fly straight on through it. In one side and out the other.
I don't like this part. The whole, let's get out of here again.
But this guy dumped a
You're gonna
whole
lose.
pile of really amazing footage. And it popped off.
And his lunch, probably.
But just look at
like-
that. Just
It's like, hey, look at this footage I got there. Also, on the way back out again.
I'm still waiting. I
like-
need to check whether he's uploaded the 8K version that was taken from a nose cam.
Oh shit.
But yeah, you can actually see the wall moving once I speed it up like this. Because if you notice the shape of those clouds along the wall is changing. Because it's moving fast.
So, I mean, 180 kilometers an hour, or was it miles? It fast.
It's fast enough.
It fast, spinny spin of doom. Good things.
And they were flying in and out of this multiple times, which is why he's got so much gorgeous footage like this.
Oh, they kept doing it?
Yeah, that was the assignment. Get in and out for multiple measurement passes at different altitudes.
And I'm guessing different altitudes, different choppiness levels, and you're like,
And pressures and weather conditions and... Yep.
When you say assignment, what crazy motherfucker
He's
put
an
him
Air
up to
Force
this?
pilot.
There we go.
Turns out the military cares a bit about the weather, and in this case, something later will be relevant.
I mean, what? Like a Twitter name or Tropical Cowboy of Danger? Yeah.
Yeah,
That tracks.
but some of this footage was just blowing all the fuck up on Twitter this day. It's how I actually found out there was a hurricane in the first place.
Yeah, that's... It's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, that wall is literally twice the height of Mount Everest.
Look, I jokingly say I like to live dangerously, but also, fuck
gorgeous is that?
But like, you can see the bottom of it all the way up. And I'm like, it doesn't look that tall from here, but also,
Yeah.
this is an aeroplane traveling at what, a couple hundred kilometers an hour, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Through that, therefore, perspective is all kinds of fucking warped.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Because the higher up you are, the smaller things seem, and then obviously, if you travel faster, similarly, they seem smaller, blah, blah, blah. Perspective is wonky. Like, you're not seeing little bits of debris here, like, float around.
No, because this is still over the
all of
water.
that.
No debris yet.
This is coming back into the clouds there, and
Yep.
the sheer immensity of it, sort of like, yeah.
Uncropped high-res version of the first pass.
The first pass through Melissa, I don't think that is.
Because you can see that the sun has changed during the course of these different videos. But yeah, so there was a lot of storm footage there. But that's not the only storm footage we had.
Oh god. It's like, yeah, also, mega uber tsunamis, the first ever, happening on the coast of Sydney, because why not wash them away? Nah, I like you, Sydney, it's fine.
I'm trying to find the good one here. Oh yeah, this guy got interviewed while he was flying through the hurricane and lost his lunch.
That's what I was saying. I knew it.
And it's very funny because
can't
it is
go
this
through.
guy. He's like, well,
that is
well.
the guy.
Yeah, he reposted his own
But-
thing.
He's like, yeah.
But
I'm just gonna.
yeah, this guy was on the ground. He actually picked a location. He deliberately aimed to be on the ground underneath it.
Going to be okay, but the punishing gusts are starting to rattle it, and I think very soon I'm going to have to get inside and basically not come
No
back.
shit, I kind of feel like he's being sucked towards the.
Storm. Winds of 180 miles an hour. Jamaica has not
180 miles, there you go.
this in its history. Josh Morgan, Weather TV, Jamaica. It's Josh Morgan.
He keeps walking.
We're going to come back to him.
Slipping. Because it looks like he's being sucked towards the fucking hurricane.
Mm-hmm.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
This was one of the weather
Rock
people
like a
doing their
hurricane.
broadcasts
Here.
about it.
And 180, what's the pressure? Yeah, this is Adam Berg. He's giving me this information.
Pressure is now down to 896.
Oh, my Jesus Christ.
That was live.
All right, I'm going to hold it together here. So 896
lower.
millibars is stronger than Hurricane Milton.
Got to 892.
Made that run
Tied
last
for the
year.
strongest ever recorded.
Remember my viral moment last year?
The previous was in 1925, and there's some question as to the accuracy of those measurements.
Now it turns out Melissa has broken or gone past Milton's.
Jesus. Don't go into hurricanes.
Yeah, this is what sort of happened.
Yeah. Because it kind of flattens things.
Hurricane Melissa is making a Category 5 landfall in Jamaica. The eye is surrounded by lightning, indicating this is still intensifying right up until the point of landfall. At this very moment, a buzzsaw of 150 to 175 mile per hour winds is moving ashore on an island home to 2.8 million people. Simply stated, there's really nothing left to say weather-wise. This is a humanitarian crisis in the making. At this point, our friends in Jamaica are likely sheltered, as if preparing for a 3-hour-long tornado. Most trees will be snapped or shredded. The landscape will take a decade or more to recover. The majority of homes in a 50-mile wide swath will be destroyed. Multi-story apartment buildings will lose significant portions of their walls and their roofs. All windows and structures will be shattered. Compact cars and smaller SUVs will be lofted. Any objects outside will become deadly projectiles. The only thing left to do is shelter. As we speak, 2.8 million lives are...
It was big news.
That's putting chills down my spine. I don't like this.
Don't worry. So, there was more footage of the inside. There's more footage of it moving ashore. They are definitely people who survived and weathered through the worst of it. But you can see from the impact, it shredded trees. They were not kidding. And it tore shit up. But now on the stabilized footage here, you can actually see the little tiny vortices hanging around on that inside portion there. Little mesovortices. It's kind of fucking crazy. That perfect solid blank of cloud. One of the aircraft had to leave due to the turbulence being too much for an aircraft designed to fly into a hurricane.
That is no. I think Sam lost me because I lost Sam.
No, I was letting stuff roll
You
here.
went silent for a little bit there.
Here we go. Those are the little vortices that turned into tiny little tornadoes when it hit land.
Oh, more tornadoes. Excellent.
I heard you liked hurricanes, so I put tornadoes in your hurricane.
Yeah. Yo, dog.
I heard you liked spinny, so I put more spinny in your spinny.
I put spinners in your spin. Spinners in your spinners. Yeah, okay. Exhibit.
That is the where it hit. That is the bullseye.
Pretty big bullseye.
Yeah. However, the storm was strong enough that it managed to leave Cuba, proceed all the way north, dumped rain over New York City, flooding the subway systems, and before dissipating, struck Iceland.
It's like, we're not done here.
Pretty much. Yeah,
God.
no, like, that storm kept going.
Hey, when Melissa fucks, she just keeps going and going and going.
I could make a joke about grinding it raw, but it feels in poor taste.
I'm making trans femme top jokes over here. I'm like, no. Melissa has my respect. She went for days.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's also got one hell of a backhand. Take the roof off ya.
She likes impact play. Deep impact play. Jesus.
But no, I'm not kidding. Literally, like, that's when it stopped being a hurricane. it stopped being a hurricane there, and it kept going to Iceland.
Yeah. Also, Melissa, you're a monster. Just keep going for days, tearing shit up. Ripping
The
and
damage
tearing.
assessments began to creep in, and they are rough.
It did not go well.
No. But this is the
Jesus
build-up.
name,
You can see how
Category
it builds
5,
up.
35 consecutive hours.
Mm-hmm. But do you see how much it picks up immediately, and then again and again? It's a lot.
It's like, I ain't done yet. Second win, baby, let's go. And it's like,
Yeah, here's what it did.
It removed the grass.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna. They weren't kidding when they said it's gonna take years to regrow.
Damn, nature, you scary.
Here's some before and after for the nearby area, and the tree damage.
Kind of where the roads still are. This is okay.
And
yeah, humanitarian.
we're coming back
disaster,
to it.
Absolutely.
That guy we showed made it through. Yeah.
Todd Berry. Yeah. Well played. Well played, sir. Well played. Yep. Melissa fucks hard and likes everything bare.
Yeah, pretty much. Couldn't remove this stubborn one though. It took a good stab. He was he sheltered in place. That palm tree you saw getting whipped around earlier, that's that palm tree.
You know what? He must be like, I don't know how I picked the correct spot to not be fucking flattened. And yeah.
Oh no, he
I
prepped.
did.
He drove around. He scouted. He literally planned to be in the eye as it passed overhead.
I know, but like, to then also just so happen to be in the place where the building is like not super damaged and also.
Oh no, he picked one out. He deliberately found a building he thought could survive it, and he deliberately picked a second floor, not third floor, room that had no windows on the certain sides. Like, he had a room where there was a closet that had no windows. Like, the guy prepped. He was ready. The top floor lost its roof, but his floor
bad place to be.
was fine.
Yeah, because he's like, there's a roof between me and the top of this, and me and the bottom of this.
As the screaming white void swallowed up the town and started tearing the hotel apart, the tree danced and twisted obscenely but held on.
I'm so in love with it. Yes, when a tree dances and twists obscenely, you must fall in love with said tree.
It's quite impressive.
Melissa and the tree. The trunk that Melissa did stroke. the trunk Melissa could not break. As she stripped everything bare.
Well, speaking of things vaguely sexual, we have a new sexiest man alive. And he's one for the boys.
Openly being so pivotal to this sentence.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm guessing there are obviously some other men that were queer
Closet.
who were nominated previously. Yeah, I get it though. Like, I don't get that choice. I'm like, me now. Guess we're dealing with this. Boys,
Now,
I can understand.
Remember how I said that there was that whole, why would the Air Force be interested in the weather down near Jamaica? Other than the fact that it could go towards Florida. Well, you see, there's a large amount of US military force down that way for this whole kerfuffle with Venezuela. And it just so happens that the winner of the Nobel Prize for Peace this year is effectively guerrilla opposition to the current president of Venezuela.
Right.
Yeah, she's kind of requesting help. And I'm going to let the next one do the talking because this is the real good line here. I have never seen anyone so thirsty for a CIA coup in my life.
That's
not
kinda
who you
fucked up.
expect to get the Nobel Peace Prize.
Sweden. You let
Greta was right
this
there.
feels a bit tough.
Greta was right there.
Was Greta mad?
No, because that's not how she rolls.
No, are you shitting me? Greta only has grumpy face. She only has grumpy stomp in her arsenal.
Yeah, but again, you know that it's just because she thinks it's injustice. It's not because she's actually angry at you.
But also she's autistic.
Unless you're one of these
I believe.
people.
Like, she was wearing a t-shirt recently.
Oh
and
yeah,
it
the
was like-
t-shirt was epic.
People are like, I don't understand what she's trying to say. It's autism in big fucking letters across the front. And she's like, she's clearly autistic.
But yeah, the
Jeez.
footage has begun. The how do we make it clear that this is a place that needs liberating? Well, we start showing footage like this. And yes, they are positioning the boats and authorizing military action in there.
Why?
And yeah,
What
if
do they want to
you
do
were
with
paying
this? What
attention,
now?
you know, you could kind of notice that the various defense closures and whatnot are all kind of around the right area for staging. So it's going to be fun to see when the person who wanted the Peace Prize and the person who got the Peace Prize both agree to start a war. Yay!
Yo, Nobel Foundation.
You
What
fucked
the
up.
fuck did you do?
Fucked up, apparently. But
Hey.
here we go. US territory officially recognized. Small quirk with the whole outing you by renaming it on the passport, but I believe that's a temporary thing until they reissue all the passports anyway. So
Hang on.
there's that.
Let's have a look here. So, a new executive order allows for trans intersex people to request a change of gender marker on ID, provided that it is accompanied by a statement from a licensed healthcare provider or judicial order. Once approved, the revised document will use the term gender instead of sex. I mean,
Yeah. So it's kind
I
of
don't
a.
understand how. Oh, it's a territory. It's not a right.
It's also because it means that you've got a new one that says gender. And I believe the plan, I haven't been able to confirm this, but I believe the plan is to relabel all of them anyway.
Yeah, because sex
But
and
it
gender
means
are not
that
the
if-
same thing.
Yeah, but I think that
See,
there's been a
previous
lot of people
podcast
pointing
recordings.
fingers. Right, exactly. I believe
talked
people have been
about this
pointing
before.
the finger that this is kind of like, why did the trans people get a gender one and everyone else gets a sex one? It's like, I believe that's not what they're doing. I just can't confirm it with any proof. So
It's also just a case
hopefully I
of
find out.
probably trans folk be like, yes, for fuck's sake, change it to correct. Please correct my documents immediately. And other folk are like, eh.
Whereas there's
Like-
the other half of the trans people who are like, how dare you label me? Mine must be the same as everyone else's, but with a letter changed.
I mean,
I don't blame either side of this, which is why I'm like, I want the confirmation before I like completely celebrate. But either way, still good.
I mean, look. I have my letter of recommendation / letter of support, we're gonna call it, from my doctor, ready to go. I just have to get down to fucking birth this marriage and throw money at them and be like, oi, change it
I had to
properly.
take a new passport photo.
Well,
The gods
here's
were
the thing.
merciful.
Here's the thing. I would need, like, I could get a passport, but it would have the wrong sex on it, / gender, / everything wrong.
I did
So,
briefly think
there's
to
no
myself
point
it
getting
would
a
be nice
passport.
to get anything changed, but also at the same time, it's like, oh god, it's even more of a headache for me than you.
Yes and no, but yes, but no, but different reasons. Like, I don't have a passport. So, like, LinkedIn, for example, is like, hey, you should verify that you're a real person. I'm like, okay, here's my driver's license. And they're like, we need a passport. I'm like, so, I don't have one of those anymore. And they're like, nah, but you definitely. I'm like, no, sorry. And they're like, you can get one. I'm like, nah, can't currently. Oh, but why not? Because it'd be wrong. It would actually have an error on it. I'd
And
need
it's
to change it
expensive to
again.
replace, so you know.
I'm not
do
getting
it right.
Like, plus, also, I'm also like, why even bother getting a passport? I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah,
Like-
it's handy to have one.
I can just get the birth certificate fixed. I'm like, nah, it's easier. Let's do
Yeah.
that. And then when I want one, I'm like, here we go.
Look, it's handy to have one. They
Mega
last 10 years, you know.
lunatic Dr. Phil.
Yeah, Dr. Phil, you know, the guy that exploited
I know Dr.
various
Phil.
people. He's bankrupt. He's going full proper bankrupt. Not the Chapter 11, you get to restructure your business. The Chapter 7, we have appointed someone to sell everything.
He deleted
Yay!
incoming text messages saying Chapter 11 was a gangster move,
Which would allow him to avoid creditors. The judge
He was
didn't
trying
like
to go-
that.
He was like, "Yo, I'm gonna pull a Chapter 11. Haha, look
you
at
know
how
what? I
baller
need
I am."
I need like a little visual sting that I can use like the lightning one, right? I need another one of these little doodads, but I need it to be like, the judge did not like that.
Yeah, it's like a few of them. It's like, yes.
It comes up enough.
It's kind of like when you get the you know, STI test health results back, and it's like, yes, everything is like, it is nothing detected or whatever it says, and you're like, yes, Nurgle disapproves. 'Cause Nurgle does disapprove. Nurgle's like, oh. Slaanesh, however, totally on board.
Now, I don't remember if I mentioned it before, but it turns out that the whole No Kings rally that we covered previous one, that we thought was 7 million people, when they did the statistical follow-up, the statistical follow-up surveys show the number being closer to 28 million.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Hey, guess what, Jess? This will be relevant later.
8% of Americans are so angry they went to protest. That's like, I mean, I've been working.
This will be very relevant soon.
Is there another one on the way? No Kings again?
Well, you'll see. So it turns out the whole Tylenol autism thing, they've had to walk it back. And he is so gonna get sued. Can't wait.
How is that lawsuit going, RFA?
I reckon that Tylenol are probably just putting together the world's thickest dossier ready to drop it on his head. It's gonna be great.
Yeah. The Tylenol, I don't know, like, was it Bayer or someone who owned Tylenol? Like, no, that's gonna be like $1 billion, thanks. And it's gonna be like, oh shit. And like, yeah, we'll make it 300 million if you just fucking walk it back.
Name it the Tylenol ballroom and we'll take away the money.
I mean, in our pantry, so Tylenol and Panadol, or
paracetamol.
Paracetamol and
Or
Tylenol.
acetaminophen, to use its more technical term, because I can say it,
Well,
unlike Trump.
acetaminophen. Yes, acetaminophen. Whatever. They're both the same medication. It's just the different chemical name for the same molecule.
Speaking of things that are similar but different, the left in the UK are changing because the Green Party has now officially got more people supporting them in certain locations than the than Labour.
Oh my.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. But the UK
Go
has a number
Zach.
of times, which is where it gets weird.
And here's the kicker, though. They still use first-past-the-post voting for most of it, which means half these things don't actually get anything. They just fucking squabble of weirdos, which is just delightful that it even works at all. It's like, oh, you're doing it all wrong, UK. God. Although, ironically enough, if these kind of numbers kick around, Labour may actually push through their actual majority big enough to do this. Electoral reform in order to avoid being slaughtered at the next election.
Yeah, because, Green Party of England and Wales, 102,000.
Because they don't use proportional like we do.
200,000. Hang on, the Tories are the... Hang on, who are the fucking Tories? Where are you at?
Con.
Oh, Conservatives.
Okay, so Reform, Greens, Conservatives or Tories, Labour, Lib Dems, and Scottish National Party.
Oh, Reform UK is a right-wing populist party.
Yes.
It has 5 members of parliament.
Nigel Farage.
Commons, 2 members. Farage.
Who is currently being actively pursued for various connections to Russian-related fraud. So that may not stick around. But it turns out that a lot of the various media companies that basically drive the entirety of UK politics, because that's just kind of how fucked and how it works there, they're all also neck deep in the Russian shit too. So, you know, it remains to be seen. But an organic win is an organic win. Now, yeah, so there's been a bit of a weird thing going on there. Now, I don't know how you'd characterize that hug, Jess, but I feel as though that's a little bit of an unusual hug for a widow. And a married man.
The hand in hair is a lot.
And his hand is not much above her butt.
Okay, so it's interesting because, like, I'm tall. So usually I hug in a certain way, and shorter people hug in a certain way because they are used to being hugged in a certain way. My arms go up or over, and their arms go under. That is kind of how that normally rolls. For you to be the shorter party and then reach up and grab it, like, you know, like lovingly caress thine hair, I'm like, and that smile, interesting.
Now, here's the thing. JD Vance's wife is Indian. I need to point this out. Wasn't a problem for him before. They've got kids. She's a Hindu as well, actually.
Obviously
yeah.
very practicing for her to be like, I'm gonna hang around JD Vance. Yay.
Well, look. I'm just gonna show you the footage of it here. When he's saying stuff like this.
I think she's doing a great job as Second Lady of the United States. I'm so proud to have her back by my side. And here's the thing, because the cameras are all on, anything that I say, no matter how crazy, Usha has to smile and laugh and celebrate.
That last little...
Her hair wasn't white
That's
6 months ago.
misogynistic shit.
She's going white faster than Obama.
Hey, look. Obama made it look good.
She might, considering she is quite well educated as well, but...
No,
then you get
I'm
this.
honored tonight to be able to introduce to you a very, very dear friend and his wife. They are incredible. And I see no one will ever replace my husband. No. But I do see some similarities of my husband in JD and Vice President JD Vance. I do. And that's why I'm so blessed to be able to introduce him tonight.
People are wondering if they're already fucking.
I mean, I have no
Why do
problem
you mention
with
it?
people...
Why do you mention it?
I see some similarities of my husband in JD's
No one will
job.
replace him.
I mean,
no one
no
thought
one
you
will
were going to
ever
replace him
him.
until you mentioned it.
No one will ever replace him in my bed. I mean, Pat, oh dear God. They're both dead inside. Of course they are. This is fucking,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the unflattering photos for some of these, but oh, it's great. I do believe I actually have the full... Oh, no, I didn't. But also, by the way, we're in November now.
November?
Yes, it's only pipe threads.
NNN, baby.
By the way, did you know that's on the blockchain now? That was the other potential November line I had to drop. I chose not to.
What?
Yeah, there's a No Nut November, like, crypto coin token thing where they basically put the whole thing on the block. It's dumb. This is at least funny. Because Sparky does actually do this art. So I'm like, they drew that. I do love their art. They make the satellites into the cute girls.
It is.
It's just adorable.
I'm noticing a large trend of people turning, tech into girls.
This
I
is
still
quite
have Red
adorable.
Alert Girls open on one of my fucking other windows, thanks to Tomber over here.
No, I quite
Never
like
tell
because
me
they
the odds.
because they literally did the hair swoosh with the logo feather.
It's well done.
It's very well done. But the other great one
Hey,
is...
there's a Guri cap slipping in there.
Oh, that reminds me. I need to pull out the Masume drop at some point.
Oh, baby, it's the half-year anniversary. Let's fucking go.
This became relevant during the some of these things. But there it is. Yes! Some of my absolute favorite art of all time.
Constantly yapping. She found.
Well, yeah, because it's always broadcasting. But no. If you look carefully at the photo in the corner there, this satellite was dropped during processing. Whole thing fell on its side. They were not sure it would be okay. Very expensive mistake.
Yeah.
It was fine. They had to fix a few things that was on the side that hit the ground. But it launched on schedule. Lockheed solved the problem. But just the
Nice.
lovely little artwork of it splatted on the floor like that just fucking sends me. I love it.
See, I misread Tonberry's thing there. It's like, yay, tank girls. I'm like, as they like scooch along, and I'm like, I read gay tank
you read
girls, or something, and I'm like, where?
And there is the punk comic Tank Girl, which many people might think of in terms of Tank Girls, but
No, Red Alert Tank Girls.
Oh, also that. Oh yeah. By the way, so JD had to point out that his wife has no plans to convert to Christianity. You know, just because you feel like
I
that's
hope
relevant.
she may one day see things as I do. I'm going to impose my will upon her through coercive control. And definitely
Jess,
not.
not even. What this is this is called laying the groundwork for irreconcilable differences.
Yeah, also that too.
I have strong Christian beliefs and she will not change. I thought maybe she would eventually. Oh, sorry. Turns out she won't. How about them divorce papers, please? Can
And you know
even
what's funny
get
here?
a full annulment because
I'm sorry, what now?
she didn't convert. She's not Christian, which means you can get a full annulment of the marriage. Full Bible bashing annulment. I think it's gonna happen.
Oh my god. Hey, look, the second dictator of America. Ladies and gentlemen, on their way.
Don't worry, Jess. Because it almost as though it presaged what came next. They threw a party. A
Mar-a-Lago bathroom
1920s.
selfie.
I also want to point out Mar-a-Lago's bathrooms are carpeted.
I've only been in a couple of carpeted bathrooms of hotels, and it's always kind of like, you're like...
Ew. It's just always ew.
Well, okay. Ladies' bathrooms, less ill.
Yes, it's
I've
a
been in
bathroom.
bathrooms. I'm aware. I wouldn't want carpet in my bathroom. However,
I've been to many hotels. None of them had a carpeted bathroom. I have been to a few tacky
Stall.
places near hotels, one of which did, and a few homes owned by tacky people. And again, I have never seen a carpeted bathroom that deserves to exist. I literally am tempted to begin ripping it up whenever I see it.
I mean, fair. But I bet there's like a butler or service attendant in there as well. So,
Because I need to point out, this isn't the thing that some places do, where they put the carpet away from the wet. Those are the motherfucking sinks. That is carpet under the sink.
yeah, that's foolish.
That's a health hazard.
You can have you can have carpet in between certain areas, and you can have carpet. You can put a lot of carpet in between.
You
the
need a splash
tiles
zone.
between areas. Yes, you need a splash zone.
There is no splash zone.
Yeah, no.
This bathroom is feral.
Yeah, that thing needs to be steam cleaned daily. Who do we have here in the bathroom?
No fucking clue. They're randoms.
Oh,
Just
okay.
like most of the entertainment.
Ah, yes.
Because as
Lobster
42 million
Thermidor.
Americans were about to lose their food stamps, the lobster thermidor and champagne were free flowing at the Mar-a-Lago party.
Of course, that's how that works. That's how it works when you have a dictator in charge.
Also, I want to point out, not a single black person there. All white dancers.
We sure some of the girls look like they have
Tan.
like tan. It's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah, given that some of the tans
I mean,
are like bright orange in the color with the lighting, but
I'm like,
I didn't make the claim.
I can't tell.
I looked for. I saw people make the claim, and I went through all the ones I'd seen, and I didn't see anything that even looked vaguely like it might be. So I kind of believe the other people making the comment, which is
Sure.
wow.
And I understand how it's like. I'm like,
There are
I
more black
can't
people
tell.
in the crowd than there are in the entertainment.
See, I can't tell. And as far as I'm watching this, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. They got people of color up there, and like it's a whole multicultural sort of thing there. Because I can't fucking tell. Everyone's got their Mar-a-Lago orange tan, and I'm
And
like,
the lighting
yeah.
is disgusting.
I'm like, yeah, cool. You go, girls. I bet you hate dancing there, but like,
Now, I do want to point out the theme is A Little Party Never Killed Anybody. That is the official title theme.
oh, Gatsby.
And it is Gatsby.
It is
And
Gatsby.
one of the people said, get him out of here, and basically prompted the official hotel staff to clear out any member who even looked vaguely like press. And just look at that man's face. He looks so smug. I don't think I've ever seen him looking more smug.
Yeah, it's a shit-eating grin.
Amazing. It is. And it is fully a 1920s Gatsby deal.
See,
Full
look,
on
I'm like,
1920s Flapper Gatsby.
I'd love to be
And
able
what's
to pull off
weird is
that.
look at the camera. Look at the... Someone is paying to cinematography fucking record this. That is a camera on a Steadicam rig. A Steadicam rig's about 15 grand. Before the camera.
Yeah, and the camera's quite expensive too, usually.
Yeah. So it's like someone wants high quality memories of this. It's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
And again, doesn't look particularly diverse. Now, again, it's just the whole thing. Whole thing. I don't know if he'd be able to get that license in a hurry.
Oh, but what are even laws?
Plus,
what
if he
are
wanted to
laws
do that,
when
he'd
you
do it at one of
undercover?
his casinos. This is not the casino location. This is the party location.
I mean, to me, I'm like, why
And of
not
course,
say-
they could not
Anyway.
avoid. They did also do the girl in a giant martini glass deal. Sorry, that is what's the name of the one that's the one that's supposedly designed based on Marie Antoinette's breast? Coupe. Thank you, Tonbury. Yes, they did a girl in a giant coupe. Also, I want to highlight the fact that the standards have slipped so far that I forget some of these fun stories. Yeah, Hoover's presidency was widely doomed beyond the point where he was photographed feeding a steak to his dog during the Great Depression.
I mean, for anyone who's like, yes. Tonberry's like, yes, I can hire people to do that as well. I mean, theoretically, if you contact Tonberry, you could hire me to do that as well. But like, also, I know I am trans. May not be your vibe. That's valid. I get it. It's fine.
It is
I'm
tacky
also
as hell.
capable roulette dealer. God.
It's a tacky party as hell. Now, here's the thing I
Well,
really want to
okay,
highlight, right?
It's tacky in context. The
One.
party itself, I think, is fine.
$3.4 million of taxpayer money.
Oh, it's a lot.
It was. And now, I do quite like the comment here. It's like, why does it look like it's become a whites-only brothel? I'm like, oof, ouch. Because it kind of does look like that.
I'm not king shaming. I'm like, I'd love to pull off an outfit like that. Give me some flapper dresses. I would love to learn heels, all that stuff. I'm like, yeah, absolutely, that'd be great. I'm all for like
Here it is.
You know,
This is the one that
positivity
pointed out
and
the
female
lack of
empowerment, but
diversity.
also when someone throwing a huge amount of money at it and they're doing so whilst you're also fucking the government employees.
I actually managed to not include the one quote. Now, there was one of these that actually had a Gatsby quote, where the book ends. About how basically they partied until it all fell apart, leaving the mess for everyone else. It's almost as though they know the damn shit is gonna hit the fan and they just don't care. They are fiddling while Rome burned, they are partying as America crumbles. And then we get some good news. Oh, and this is not the end of the tabs.
Meanwhile, Chinese astronauts are barbecuing chicken wings in space.
Mm-hmm.
They know where it's at. They're like, no. Things are weird down on Earth. Let's barbecue some fucking chicken wings in space.
Hey, guess what happened within, like, 48 hours of this? Good things! It's
Good
great.
things?
Yeah, genuinely good things. So, this was the meme a little while ago. Because it's just like, you know, we're gonna like dissolve NASA and fold it all into the Department of Transportation, and then someone just posted this. It's just like Americans attempting to regain like space dominance. Attempt 1.
It's like,
what?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, they got bullied so hard they had to renominate the person they cancelled. Because we're back, baby. The one fucking competent nominee in the entire fucking Trump administration, Jared Isaacman, a man who has literally been to fucking space.
It's like, maybe we should leave him in charge.
Oh, where is it? There he is. That man in the picture right there is going to be the new NASA administrator. As opposed to former Road Rules winner, Sean Duffy. I know, right? But this is the thing. This is the thing. This is the good thing. He's a fucking 2-time astronaut. He has a private counter... Like, Jared Isaacman has a private aggressor squadron that the United States Air Force hires to be counter-fire. He has his own MiG fighter. He's a massive fucking nerd, and he's been timidly trying to do just the barest little thing he can to pretend he's not creeped out by all the bullshit.
Hang on. Hang on, here's a... run that past me again.
Oh yeah, Jared Isaacman is a fucking legend. Like...
Okay, yeah. No. So... keeping busy on and off the planet. Cool.
Trying to find one of the good ones here. Oh yeah, there he is in his private fighter jet. Just, you know, flying it.
Oh, he is given access to a fighter jet.
No. No. He owns one. Several, in fact, actually.
What? That wouldn't be cheap. That shit would not, in fact, be cheap.
I know, right? I'm trying to see if I can find a photo of him and his MiG.
I imagine that's
He's been on a bit of an America kick lately, in case you couldn't tell. Gee, I wonder why.
He's like, please let me keep my job.
No, it's not his job. It's like, hey, let me have the job. For the love of God, I want the job. This job would be great, and I know what to do. The guy had a plan. He had already drafted over 60 pages of, like, proposal and planning doc before being nominated. Everyone else was getting drunk the day they celebrated, and he was double-checking the fucking notes.
Nice, my dude. But also...
there's some of his fighter jets.
Some of his fighter... That's...
yeah.
That's
Hang on.
not cheap. But also...
let me see if I can actually find a website that documents how many of them he has, because I just don't... like, I could be scrolling a while before I find it.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Here we go. A privately owned MiG-29 fighter jet, one of the only ones in existence, a Panavia Tornado F2, which he's currently restoring, and multiple L-39 Albatross jets. And he has them organized into a fighter squadron that can be used as a counter-training force so that fighter pilots can learn how to actually fly against different maneuverability jets.
Right. See, that's what I didn't understand. I'm like, counter... What jet? What? So I'm like, MiGs are Russian, I believe?
Russian, yeah.
Dude has a few of them just lying around.
Just the one. He's trying to get a second one up and going as well.
No. Jared Isaacman apparently owns multiple fighter jets, including 3 MiG-29s. 3 Alpha
Most
jets
of the
and
time,
4
only one of them is working. Because, you know, Russian harbor and all that.
Like I said, shit's expensive.
Yeah.
Like, okay, and now I understand how he affords it. He's like, you just rent my team to be the bad guys.
Yes,
we play
literally.
Red team.
Yes.
We play red team. Let's go.
We will play the bad guys while you guys get to go play good guys. We are professional bad guys in fighter training. Which is just...
remember, no Russian.
Like, literally, the US Air Force have a collection of planes for this. And they do not have enough of them because it's that hard to keep them all going. They do. Because it turns out, you know, the US Air Force is not exactly great at maintaining a small number of very highly specialized airplanes when they have a buttload of everything else.
You're like,
you know, they don't exactly have a lot of MiG parts in the US Air Force.
Yeah, I imagine, like, here we go. So, other aviation ventures through his companies.
Like he is a
Draft
billionaire.
International.
He's one of the small pool of billionaires that I do not implicitly hate for being a billionaire, because they are doing good shit with their money. Like keeping cool airplanes alive. He's probably going to have the last flying Panavia Tornado.
You said words, and I don't even know what that is.
That's okay.
I'm not a plane.
I'm the plane nerd.
I know you're a, if it goes up in the air nerd. Hey, you're like,
But seriously,
yes, spaceships and also aircraft and also here's fucking blimps now.
Like, just look at the smile on his face. He may be sitting across the table from Trump, but he's genuinely got a shit-eating grin on his face because he's like, oh my god, I may get the coolest job ever.
That's fair.
And you know it's earnest. The guy went to space on his own money. He paid to go to space for not just a little jaunt, not one of these like up and down fucking ride on the giant fucking Jeff Bezos dildo rocket. The man went around the orbit and had to poop in space. It's a fucking astronaut. That is my line. You are an astronaut if you have to poop in space.
Yeah.
That man had to poop in space.
His estimated net worth is 1.4 billion.
Not even lots. Just enough billion.
Just like you've hit the
Yeah,
billion.
you've hit the never need to think about it again.
Yeah,
and you just start
aren't
doing
going
shit
food
with it.
shopping.
You know, you start doing insane shit
buy
with your
your own
money.
groceries.
You start realizing, hang on a minute, with the interest on all of my assets, I could keep my own fighter squadron and just do it. None of this, I need $500 billion and wish to be the richest man in the world crap. He's just doing cool shit like billionaires should. Like JD Pritzker, who recently had to report that he casually won $1 million playing blackjack one night at a casino.
Hang on, what now?
Yeah, JD Pritzker, governor of, I want to say Ohio? Might be Michigan. Let me just check. He's one of the governors. He's a Democratic governor.
$1 million. Whoops.
Yeah, J.B. Pritzker, Illinois. He is the governor of Illinois. He is, let me pull up a picture so we can see and know him for future, because he is, again, one of the small pool of billionaires that I don't implicitly hate. This guy!
Just happened to win $1 billion. He has
No,
a face.
he earned the money. He earned that money.
$1 million. Sorry, he earned the billion. He won the million. But you have to
Yeah, because he likes gambling. He's a regular human being. He's not one of these like freaks.
I like how his opponent Darren Bailey comes up in red. Thanks, Shinigami Eyes.
Yeah. But
I'm
like
yes, just be easy.
You know, he was, you know, he goes by a nickname, for Christ's sake. He's not a pretentious shithole. Like, he's yes, he got lucky, and he knows he got lucky, and he's leveraged that luck to try and do good. I don't hate that.
Yeah.
I kind of respect it. It's the kind of shit that I always thought getting rich was meant to be. You know? Before I realized 90% of them are psychos. So, yeah. Like 95%. But anyway. Yeah, so JB. Good billionaires. Love that shit. Sean Duffy is probably, barring some bullshit, going to be the NASA administrator. It's not going to get folded into the Department of Transportation, and oh my god, they may not destroy everything. Yay! Space is saved!
Saved asterisks. It's like saved question mark.
Speaking of things that are saved, hey Jess, how does it feel to have beaten Hawk Tua's current streaming watch count? I know, right? Because we've got more than 9 viewers before. And she now has only 9.
I mean... Oh, what are you even streaming there, honey?
No fucking idea. But it's just so funny.
We talk... Okay, I don't know stats. The stats are...
I think that's just Fortnite. I think she's streaming Fortnite.
Is she any good at Fortnite?
I
mean, look, that's the kind of thing
I don't know.
I'm like, oh, I would... My internet connection's fast enough now. I could totally just quickly download Fortnite and then re-log in and then just stream Fortnite and be like,
that might be
hello.
PUBG. That doesn't look cartoony enough, because isn't Fortnite currently doing a Simpsons kick?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't even care. It's Hawk Tua. Fuck her.
Yeah, try and make your own meme coin and then also try and like scam people out of things.
So Jess, remember how we've ragged on Brianna before?
I mean...
Are you familiar with the Ms. Wu?
I believe she went and picked me, didn't she?
Oh, she went pick me pretty hard. Now, you see, what's really fun here, Jess, is, well, you see,
it is going well.
It is, because, yeah, no, she's decided to try and go for an apology, and I use apology in quotes, but I can't make my arms work.
I realized that groveling and trying to get picked as a pick-me didn't work.
Well,
here's the thing.
A lot of people posting I won't give her the time of day, but here's the post, Jess. Just I'll let you like soak this one in for a minute.
Okay, I'll even read it slowly just so we can all soak it in here. Trans sisters. I'm pretty sure I was wrong. I am sorry. I'm pretty sure. I genuinely thought that as a trans woman, if I ceded some points with the gender-critical crowd, we could have a healthier conversation and write better public policy. Actually, surprise, surprise, I've read this briefly, and I'm like... the problem is, they are getting crazier and more extreme. Yeah, gender-critical, you transphobes, TERFs, I mean, you can't still call them gender-critical crowd. Like, if you're trying to come back to the team, you gotta label them correctly for what they are. They call themselves gender critical. They're actually just trans exclusionary radical feminists and bigots in general. Now, if you admit, quote unquote, trans women don't belong in women's sports, quote end quote, they agree, but call you a man the whole time. That's why they don't want you there. And the irony there is, I believe there's been studies done in, I believe it's military forces of service members who have transitioned medically over the course of like several years, and about the 3-year mark on HRT, any additional quote-unquote muscle mass that you had as a assigned male at birth person becomes fucking irrelevant. Also, because you're kind of not born with the body you're getting, you're kind of transitioning. Shock horror. You're not really used to how it works. It's a bit wonky. Things are a little bit clumsy. You don't have 30, 40, 50, whatever you got years of like, active use on that. And you're currently in the middle of second puberty. Anyway, okay, so if you admit, I understand that I'm a biological man. No. but this is how I want to live my life, and talking about me like this is degrading. They scream about free speech. Yeah, they don't care about your free speech. They care only about their free speech and shutting down yours, honey. And obviously, you know, the whole biological situation there as well. Biological man, biological woman, XY chromosome. I'm like, there are at least 30-odd chromosomal pairs and combinations there that result in different sex variations in sex conditions. Anyhow, if you admit the hurtful language is part of free speech, but you don't have to associate with people that degrade you, they act like the victim and call you a man and then say you should be thrown in an insane asylum. It's like this on everything. They are incapable of looking for a middle ground on bathrooms. They want maximalist policies on everything. They'd throw a fully transitioned, fully passing transmit in a male prison gen pop and laugh as she got AIDS from being raped. I want a middle ground on so many of these policies, but the fundamental problem is that they do not. They enjoy degrading us. It is fun for them. Duh. Did you not
I just love
understand
little,
that?
so sisters, I
start?
genuinely don't know what to do, and it's just like, okay, for starters,
Hang on. What?
Maybe.
What, okay. So you haven't walked it back here. You've said
No.
I think many of our most extreme ideas are bad, but there's a worse. So if I have to pick, I choose us. Sadly, do have to pick because they are forcing that issue.
they're calling it the most non-apology of all time.
Yeah, this is not an apology.
Yeah.
Brianna, no.
It was also a whole thing. Also, I do love the top post here.
I never
thought the leopards would eat my face.
Some woman who voted for the leopards eating people's faces party. Yeah.
But also, this bit here was what really got me. I would not have posted anything if it wasn't for this. I consider my business settled. Fuck off. And this was my point.
Thank you for the
thing is,
comment back there, Sam. I need to get Twitter more.
It's like, no.
Twitter.
You can
Hey,
consider
Brianna,
yourself
dead name Twitter.
settled.
Come on.
Yeah. But it's like, no. You can consider it settled, Brianna. But you aren't doing any favors by apologizing. It comes across you as... Basically, it reads like she woke up one morning and realized, oh, fuck. They're going to eat my face tomorrow. I better get real with the people who might give me some protection. And it's just like, look...
I'm going to pick it.
It's cool that she may have actually fucking woke up and realized that they're the bad guys. But how
I
about
want to know
you
what
accept
these
that...
so-called extreme ideas that we have are. What are the extreme ideas that we have? I just want to be me.
Look, yeah, and that's because this is why we can get along like this. You know, whereas we can have a sensible conversation about, like, hey, maybe sport is complicated. Maybe it's too complicated. Right? Like, we can agree that, you know what? I think that the people in sport should work out what they're good.
And as a fucking trans woman who, like, unfortunately has had this conversation in workplaces before, raised by other people who were talking about, oh yeah, but trans men in sport there, it's tricky.
And
I've
also,
had to go,
some
do you know any
sports are really
information about
obvious. Because, like, I don't think there's any point to chess or darts or any of these kinds of ones that aren't, like, athletics. It's like, okay, fine. Why the hell do you even give a fuck? The only reason they're
And then, of
segregated is because
course-
guys get butthurt when they get beaten by girls. That's the only reason those are not co-ed sports. So, like...
You know what's funny?
That should be not a problem. Yeah, literally. But, like, I get that in some of the really, like, hyper finicky, like, aggressively, like, drug and doping tested sports like cycling and stuff, it's like, okay, look, it is so hard to tell that people aren't cheating in cycling that, like, they don't even know what regular people who have not done anything like transition their gender are cheating or not. Like, I get how hard that might be. Like, I'm like, you know what? Maybe cycling should be able to decide for cycling's self. You know, maybe cycling can choose for itself. Not
And here's the
the
thing.
government deciding for cycling.
Most sports that are, like, iffy about, like, trans participation, we don't really want to participate.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I love the statistics where it's like more people voted for this in the actual Senate or whatever than play the sports.
Yeah, and...
Which is always the case.
Like, here's the thing.
It's manufactured panic.
One of my partners and I were, like, talking about, oh yes, maybe we just do some martial arts as like a fitness thing and you know, defense thing. Just why not? And I'm like, hell yeah, that'd be badass. I'm not going to compete.
It's
but
for fun.
also, it's for funsies. I'm a punch something and kick something and do the martial artsy thing. And then, if a transphobe or a bigot or a rapey person tries to come at me, I'm gonna have some skill to defend myself, which would be hilarious because I'm like, I'm not small anyway.
Oh yeah, with your height, you just clown some ass.
I'm sitting there thinking, oh, I've got reach, baby. I'm like,
But yeah.
just a nice snap kick to the face would be great. I'm not that flexible. It's probably just gonna be the shit.
So,
But like,
do you want to keep moving towards our fun portion? Because
go on.
we're about to
Go
start the
on.
uphill climb.
hustle, bitch.
So, yes, the exact opposite of which is happening right now, Jess. Because, yeah, this is Dallas-Fort Worth Airport, and there are 12 planes stuck on the tarmac due to a lack of flight controllers when they posted this tweet. Because flight controllers are federal employees, currently not getting paid.
And they were like, if I'm not getting paid, I'm not showing up. Duh. They are.
The TSA walked out at Houston Airport.
I mean, look. air traffic
The
controllers
security
are one of the
guards
most worked
left
jobs in the world.
and stopped working. Everyone was like, am I allowed to go through the checkpoint? There's no one here. The whole airport was so fucked for a while.
Everyone's just like, fuck this. I'm sorry. We don't
Because they're not
want
getting
to pay.
paid. The TSA, federal
Yeah.
employees, no pay.
But also,
now, here's the thing.
You want capitalism, and you don't pay for employees. Employees are like, we hold the labor market. Households hold the labor market. We can just not work.
Now, Jess, we've gotten to today.
Ooh.
We have the fun part. This is the fun part. So, I want to make jokes about this because this is some of the coolest air crash footage I've ever seen. But also people died. But it
one of
looks so
those-
fucking cool. Like, if this was a video game, I would be absolutely fucking over the moon at the quality of the work that was done. If this was a movie, I'd be like, holy shit, that is an excellent job. Like, it is a disaster.
Not saying that from you're not saying that from the point of view of, oh yes, I'm horny for destruction, so much as you can have a tragedy and the spectacle of Hollywood and how they put their effects on certain film, like pieces of film. They're doing it intentionally, whereas in real life, the same disaster is less like there's a spectacle to it. So you're telling me this is gonna look real impressive and also still be bad. Cool. Thanks, Sam. I hate it.
Hold on, let me just find the best example I have of the whole like air crashes can be cool. Because yeah, here we go. So, literally, they actually deliberately crashed a Boeing 727 to test a whole bunch of things. And I don't mean like just the regular crash testing where they like kind of half crash it. I mean we're gonna like jury rig this plane with remote control and fly it like a bloody balsa wood model directly into the ground, like a real air crash.
Nice.
And they rigged it all up with all the stuff. They followed it with chase planes. They set up camera footage. Like, it was a car crash test. Like, but for a whole fucking airliner. Which is not how they normally test that.
Sometimes you have to crash the big plane.
Well, no, the thing is they deliberately... Yeah, that's actually the crew exiting via the rear air stair. Because this is one of the few planes that had a rear stair. They needed to get all the basics out of the way and then just exit. So they parachuted to safe altitude and then let this happen.
It's almost like being at the front of the plane is bad.
But you see it all happening and it's just like, this is an airplane crashing. And you're like...
You don't want to be at the front.
No, you don't. But also,
So the
Like-
pilot has a vested interest in not crashing. That's good.
Yeah.
They have
Yeah,
skin in
no.
the game, baby.
They do. But, you know, that's cool. And it's kind of cooler because you know that was a real plane in real life, not CGI, isn't it? Like,
I mean,
and the fact that
it's
no one
less-
died
there's less
means this is
spectacle to
fun.
it.
We can enjoy it.
Yeah. I mean, you know,
Unlike
US
what happens
Airways
next.
Flight 1549, we're going in the Hudson. I'm like, I'm sorry, what? Sully, you want to repeat that for me? Sorry?
So here we go.
Oh dear.
And in a moment, you will see the moment everything goes real bad.
Oh dear.
In fact, you can actually tell exactly when it fucks up. There. There is a brief flash in the ass of this plane, and that is the moment it is doomed. That was it. That flash, doom. Because that's compressor stall on the tail engine. This plane can get off the ground with 2 engines. One is going. One is on fire and about to exit. Actually, it's a little bit questionable because I don't have an overhead cam. But they found the engine that was on the left on the right-hand side of the runway after it crashed. So something happened real big and real bad. Which is how
big
shit
bada
wound up
boom.
in the tail engine. Because the tail engine is kind of behind the wing engines. And whatever hit the tail engine is why it does the brief blink we see here. There. Right there. Boop. And that little boop is the flame out of the compressor stall, which means this airplane now has only 1 engine. It is not rated for takeoff at full fuel weight with 1 engine. It does not succeed to take off.
No, it doesn't.
Bro. And there's a lot of footage.
And I'm guessing it. Where is the point of no return?
Louisville, Kentucky.
Well, no, as in like at what point on
Oh,
the
V1.
runway?
On the runway, it's V1. That's velocity 1. So that is the commit to takeoff velocity. They crossed V1 and they were committed
Oh dear.
because they couldn't throttle down fast enough. Because you're pushing everything up and everything's spooling up. And this is the reason those airplanes flying in and out of the tornado are prop planes. Because you've got a much bigger room to be like, nope, brakes. Because you can feather the propellers and immediately cut your power. Jet, those turbine blades, they are spinning and they are sucking air. You cannot spin them down in a hurry. But you can feather the propellers and immediately just make it go away. But
Yeah, and
you're kind of
also a
stuck
jet
and locked in on a jet.
If I understand correctly as well, jets don't really glide as well.
Well, they all kind of glide well enough, but it just kind of depends on how they design
Well enough isn't great.
it. But fully loaded with all the fuel, you will notice the weather plot. That's the size of the smoke cloud that immediately appears.
Oh no.
Big bada boom. And this guy's view.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. You see what I mean about it being just truly spectacular in a way that you normally only see in
From
Hollywood?
this angle, that angle is some Hollywood shit, but you can't ever use that in an actual movie because gross. People
Well,
died.
yeah. But it's just like I've seen this without the on-cam view. I've seen this direct. I couldn't find it in my tweets when I was hunting for it, but I scrolled past this direct. Yeah, it's fully loaded. This is a whole airplane's load of fuel, and it's clipping the ground. This is a guy in a truck in a recycling yard.
Oh, good, it's a cargo flight. I
Yes,
say, oh, good
there was only
because-
7 fatalities so far.
9.
And that's likely to remain the total because of people on the ground and the 3 crew.
An hour ago they raised it to 9, at least.
Oh,
Sorry.
well, 2 more on the ground.
Sorry.
Look,
Thanks
but
for easy
again,
news.
compared to, like, this is
Yeah.
why I'm conflicted. I'm like, compared to, like, if this had been a plane full of people, hundreds dead, easy.
MH370? That just fucking
Yeah,
disappeared.
like it's an M11, like it's an MD11, which means maybe 200 tops. So, you know, like it's kind of narrow compared to a lot of planes. It's kind of the DC-3 derivative. Like it's not the biggest of big, but you easily get 200 people, right? So, plus whatever's on the ground, right? Like, it's... That's a lot of dead compared to 9, you know? This is why I'm conflicted. I'm like, this is undeniably amazing, like, wow. Like,
well, here you go.
Hollywood...
It looks Hollywood, but it's
not.
Not. No. Also, fun fact, a few pieces of MH370 have actually now washed up after many years.
They have. Also,
yeah.
because this was a cargo plane and that fire plume is so large, there are a large number of people who have found stuff in their backyards carried by the plume. Because,
oh god,
guess what UPS carry? Mail.
Yeah.
So, various documents have been pulled up in the updraft and landed in people's backyards. Which is, awkward. But just, the Hollywood of it all is just...
It's like, yes.
Also, Jess, we begin the upturn. We have plummeted into the ground here, and now we begin our upturn. Jess, rest in piss, fucking Dick Cheney. He's dead! He's dead today!
Interesting enough, that is US military deaths.
Not counting all of the allies, yes.
No, not even allies, honey. I'm talking contractors, baby.
Oh, that too. No, I just mean, we
yeah.
lost people too. They're not counting them.
No, they're not. But also, like, American, like, I think it was like one of the things that snippets I heard was that during the Bush era and the war in Iraq, they're like, yes, we only have 160,000 troops in in Iraq, and it's like, yeah, but you got 200,000 contractors. So realistically speaking, the fighting force is like 300,000. So not fighting force, but like the military force. A lot of these people are apparently also from other countries. They're like, let's use people from Bangladesh and fly them in to drive the trucks and die in the trucks, and then also make our food and get bombed. And look, it's okay because they don't count as
American.
Dead now.
And that man's dead
now. Maybe you need to work on that suicide rate there.
Yeah, because, it's not like you actually thought about the unintended consequences of the people who actually died from your war. Which
yeah,
he
look,
didn't.
The world's already kind of pretty fucking shit. Maybe make it better. Less fascism? Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's probably a case of, the bigoted among us and right-wing leaning are all like, yes, suicide is a sign of weakness. And it's like, or it's the world is.
Don't get me started on the fucking American
blissfully
Protestantism.
Unaware of. Yeah. I'm
Don't
like,
get me started on it.
The opt-out button would be grayed out, unfortunately, sometimes, and you're like, the world's fucked. Kindly, not like.
However, we're entering the good timeline now, Jess.
Stop glazing me, Lauren.
Because, of course, Curtis Lewa knows the word glazing. This was during the debates last week.
Right.
The final debate before the elections. This was when he nailed Cuomo's ass to the wall.
13 different women who worked in your administration credibly accused you of sexual harassment. Since then, you have spent more than $20 million in taxpayer funds to defend yourself, all while describing these allegations as entirely political. You have even gone so far as to legally go after these women. One of those women, Charlotte Bennett, is here in the audience this evening. You sought to access her private gynecological...
He stole that trick from Trump.
She cannot speak up for herself because you lodged a defamation case against her. I, however, can speak. What do you say to the 13 women that you sexually harassed?
But he took it further. It wasn't just a stunt with them in the audience. He's like, I can speak for her. That's all him.
If you want to be in government, then you have to be serious and mature.
Yeah.
That's not the answer. I'm distracting And stalling for time, because
Speaking of
I
stalling for
am
time,
boned here.
the leader of the House minority, Hakeem Jeffries, endorsed him on the last day before voting opened. And the leader of the Senate minority didn't endorse him at all, and refuses to say who he voted for.
Jeffries, is
Yep.
everything wrong with Dems? Resign
Yeah,
and
pretty much.
disgrace.
Now, this is going to keep going, Jess. This is all uphill, baby.
Oh,
We are living the
But it is
fuck
in
out.
those shadows where we must leave our faith. These are lessons that so many Muslim New Yorkers have been taught again and again. And over these last few days, these are the lessons that have become the closing message of Andrew Cuomo, Curtis Sliwa, and Eric Adams. Yesterday, Andrew Cuomo laughed and agreed when a radio show host said that I would cheer another 9/11. Yesterday, Eric Adams said that we can't let our city become a Durham. He compared me to violent extremists, and he lied when he said that our movement seeks to burn churches and destroy communities. The day before that, Curtis Sliwa slandered me from a debate stage when he claimed that I supported global jihad. And every day, Super PAC ads imply that I'm a terrorist or mock the way I eat. Push polls that ask New Yorkers questions like whether they support invented proposals to make halal mandatory, or political cartoons that represent my candidacy as an airplane hurtling towards the World Trade Center. But I do not want to use this moment to speak to them any further. I want to use this moment to speak to the Muslims of the city. I want to speak to the memory of my aunt, who stopped taking the subway after September 11th because she did not feel safe in her job. I want to speak to the Muslim city worker, whether they teach in our schools or walk the beat for the NYPD. New Yorkers who all make daily sacrifices on behalf of the city only to see their leaders spit in their face. I want to speak to every child who grows up in New York marked as the other, who is randomly selected in a way that rarely feels random, who feels that they carry a stain.
I want the bit from Empire State of Mind so bad on a button right now. Just that Alicia Keys being like, New York. Oh my god, it's been in my head all fucking day.
Returned to my city only to be asked in a double-mirrored room at the airport if I had any plan of attacking. And since I was very young, I have known that I was spared the worst of it. I was never pressured to be an informant like a classmate of mine. I have never had the word terrorist spray painted on my garage as one of my staff had to endure. My mosque has never been set on fire. To be Muslim in New York is to expect indignity. But indignity does not make us distinct. There are many New Yorkers who face it. It is the tolerance of that indignity that does. Since I announced my candidacy for mayor 1 year ago yesterday,
Such a fucking legend.
I've sought to be the candidate fighting for everyday New Yorkers, not simply the Muslim candidate. I've carried these indignities with me each moment of this race, doing so all the while as the first major Muslim candidate for mayor in New York City history. I thought that if I could build a campaign of universality, I could define myself as the leader I aspire to be, one representing every New Yorker, no matter their skin color or religion. I thought if I worked hard enough, it would allow me to be that leader. And I thought that if I behaved well enough or bit my tongue enough in the face of racist, baseless attacks while returning back to my central message, it would allow me to be more than just my faith. I was wrong. No amount of redirection is ever enough. In doing this, I have told the wide-eyed young boy in Jackson Heights, or the first-time voter in Parkchester, that they too should remain in the shadows. I am becoming that same uncle who took me aside. No more. The dream of every Muslim is simply to be treated the same as any other New Yorker. And yet for too long we have been told to ask for less than that, and to be satisfied with whatever little we receive. No more. For as long as we have lived, we have known that no matter what anyone says, there are still certain forms
Fucking
of
legend,
hate
isn't he?
acceptable in this city today.
Yeah.
Islamophobia is not seen as inexcusable. One can incite violence against our mosques,
I know,
know that
right?
condemnation will never
Gives
come.
you hope and
Elected
democracy.
officials in this city can sell T-shirts calling for my deportation
Yeah,
without fear
a little
of any
bit.
accountability.
There's a lot of fascism going on though.
Consequences are stark.
Oh,
More than
just wait.
1 million Muslim New
Just
Yorkers
wait.
exist in this city, only to be made to feel as if guests in our own home. No more. We stand on the precipice of an election, but that is not what today is about. We know that in less than 2 weeks, we will say goodbye to a disgraced former governor and our current indicted mayor. The bigger question is whether we are willing to say goodbye to something much larger. It is whether we are willing to say goodbye to anti-Muslim sentiment that has grown so endemic in our city that when we hear it, we know not whether the words were said by a Republican or by a Democrat. We know only that it was spoken in the language of the politics of this city. In an era of ever-diminishing bipartisanship, Islamophobia has emerged as one of the few areas of agreement. And while I appreciate all who have rushed to my defense over the past 2 days, I think of those Muslims in this city who do not have the luxury of being the Democratic nominee, who do not have the luxury of being deemed worthy of solidarity. While my opponents in this race have brought this hatred to the forefront, this is just a glimpse into what so many Muslims have had to endure every day across the 5 boroughs that we call home.
It's so
and while
good.
It's easy to say that this is not who we are as a city, we know the truth. This is who we have allowed ourselves to become. A question lies before each of us. Will we continue to accept a narrow definition of what it means to be a New Yorker that makes smaller the number of those guaranteed a life of dignity? Will we remain in the shadows, or will we together step into the light? There are 11 days remaining until election day. I will be a Muslim man in New York City each of those 11 days, and every day that follows after that. I will not change who I am. I will not change how I eat. I will not change the faith that I am proud to belong to. But there is one thing I will change. I will no longer look for myself in the shadows. I will find myself in the light. Thank you.
Oh, fucking hell, right?
I love that that can be applied to, like, any minority group. Like, any minority group can be like, oh damn. I feel like,
It gets so much better, Jess. This ad dropped in the last few days on Fox News.
He is a communist.
Hey, I'm the actual Zohran Mamdani, not the guy they talk about on this channel. My radical agenda? Turn the page on the billionaire-backed politics of Andrew Cuomo. Make the city affordable, tackle government waste, keep New York safe, and deliver on our promises. With universal childcare, rent that you can afford, and a property tax system that actually makes sense. So don't be fooled by the noise. This is who I am, and you're who I'm fighting for.
Paid for by Zoran for NYC.
On Fox News.
Because he knows how to campaign.
My dude. He's like, fucking do it to Fox. Send it to Fox.
This is an entire fucking stadium filled for Zoran.
AOC, Bernie, Zoran, and a few friends tonight in Queens. I've been to Queens and, like, I mean, I've been to New York. I've been all over New York, and
not only is he like just done such a great job, the man wants sensible traffic reform. Larger cars, heavier cars, pay more road tax. You break the road more than anything else. You should pay more. All these fuckwads who don't understand it need to go and learn a physics lesson.
Because your car exists.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm pretty sure airlines did it first. If you're a very heavy person, they do make you pay for 2 seats.
No,
sometimes.
they already did this first for highway truck licensing, because truck licenses actually have a higher road tax because trucks are heavier by category weight licensing.
But I know in America, like the F trucks.
Are like half a weight to a fucking truck anyway, so it's kind of like, gee, you're like kind of cheating the system. He wants to stop that
I think,
because, you know, New
I
York's
think that's
roads
kind of the
cost
thing.
money.
Like, I'm pretty sure F trucks over in America are quote unquote trucks and registered as like commercial vehicles and paid based on that. I mean,
no.
that kind of tracks.
They
but
are classed as a truck, but they are not paying more. They're actually paying less because of tax loopholes.
Yeah, here they're like, what's the tonnage of your vehicle? Huh. Yeah, that's a truck. That's a rigid truck, my friend. That'll be paying rigid truck rates.
Now,
Get wrecked.
To give you an idea just how massive Zoran's campaign has been, I would like you to introduce yourself to the concept of MAGA for Mamdani. This is not fake. This is not a Halloween costume. This is a real man. This is a real man who really exists, who is really a MAGA man for Mamdani.
I don't understand.
Jess, you don't have to. You just have to appreciate the fact that voters appreciate someone who genuinely is offering them a better future. Trump promised lower prices, cheaper eggs, etc., etc. Did nothing about it. And you know what this guy's also talking about? Zoran is talking about making New York more affordable. The economy has been the issue in America for basically the last 3 years. And
It still is.
it kind of still is.
Has
but
been,
also,
it's been for a long time.
it really has. But there's a few other issues spiraling around in America. And I'd like to show you one.
I would love to be out protesting, love to be out knocking doors, but I'll be honest, a person like me can get killed right now in this country. I believe in you, and I believe that you are a better man than you once were in the past, because I'm a better person than I was in the past.
He had to get a
If
Nazi
I stand
tattoo
with
blacked
you,
out.
Will you fight with me? Will you stand up for me?
I firmly believe that every single American has the right to live the life they want to live in their own body as they see fit. I also fully recognize that as a cis white male with a bunch of
That
tattoos
pronunciation
and a long
gets me every
combat
time.
that I get to put myself out there in ways that other people don't.
Si, senor.
I just want to tell you,
I mean, look.
this is why I'm doing
He's giving it a go.
I am doing this because I know that I can say things. I know that I can have conversations. I know that I can knock on doors in places that a lot of other people can't have access to, that a lot of other people won't feel safe in.
Safety's a big one.
That is a responsibility that I feel.
He's
and
a
it is
former
why I'm
Marine.
doing this.
And current
I just want to say,
fisherman.
thank
And
you.
he got a
Because
very bad tattoo while drunk.
I know how hard this is.
First deployment in Europe.
Yeah, I just want to say that, yes, I will absolutely stand next to you. And if we ever have to go knock doors together, I'm happy to stand by your side.
A lot of people are getting real weird about him. But if there are no more skeletons in the closet, that voice is going to take him all the way to the fucking office.
I mean, look.
That's a
address
voice
the
that you
issue.
elect.
I got a Nazi tattoo because I was drunk.
Well, he's
I
already
got it.
covered it up. Like, apparently he did not know. It was pointed out much later on. He never thought about being